Okay guys, by now you probably have seen the Evercade 2023 official roadmap that's been revealed by Blaze. In this video I'm going to have a quick look at that, but more specifically I'm going to look at some detail surrounding the Amiga cartridge and what my thoughts are and what we could possibly see sometime through 2023. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started with the video. Okay guys, so this is the official roadmap, and they've done it all the way up to February 2024 and said we're going to get 14 carts in that period. Now it's not 14 carts in 2023, it's 12 carts in 2023. If you do the math, it's obviously only 12, but they've kind of extended it out to February 2024 so that it makes it look a little bit more than there's 14 carts. They have said that we could see more carts, but I would take that with a pinch of salt because in the past we've seen some delays that has affected some carts that have been pushed out to January, February. That could well happen this year. You've got some carts there down for December and November. There's no guarantee that that will happen. But as it presently stands, we're looking at the possibility of receiving 12 carts at least through 2023. Unfortunately, you can see there's still a lot of gaps from Indie Heroes 2 that's been released in January. We're not getting the next carts until April 2023. Okay, so that's really not ideal. We've got a good couple of months wait till more carts come out. And then we're getting some more in May, another month gap, then July, a month gap September, a month gap then November and December. So I'll be interested to see if that actually sticks to the plan. I think over the last few years it's definitely sort of wavered a little bit with delays, so take that with a pinch of salt. As I said, it might happen, it might actually not. And again, through 2023 we will see some Indie Heroes Collection 3 on your EXP and your VS. I think it's starting from April time, and we'll get the first game every month and so forth. Anyway, let's look at some of the detail and what I want to actually discuss in this video. Okay, so if you don't already know, there is a legacy cartridge update. We are no longer going to be seeing Pico Interactive Collection 1 on the shelf. It's stopped production as of February 2023. So if you haven't picked that up yet, try and get it now because it is really one of the best carts that they released. Certainly one of the best value carts. So try and get it now before it sort of goes out of stock in all your usual retailers. I'm pretty sure there will be more carts go out of production as well. So if you're trying to get your cart collection up to date, don't hesitate and get it done as soon as possible. You should still be able to pick up the other ones like Namco as well. And Technos, Oliver Twins Collection. There are stock in some shops out there. I have seen them, so don't hesitate. It will get to a point where you will not see these again unless you want to try and pay over the odds on eBay. Okay, on to the roadmap. This is a little bit of information. I'll leave the link in the description so you can have a look at it yourself. But there's some information there that talks about 2 arcade carts, 2 home computer cartridges, 2 Indie Focus cartridges, in addition to Indie Heroes Collection 3 and some new publishers, blah blah blah. So that really means absolutely nothing. They're telling us some small details without telling us anything at all. But what I want to really concentrate on here is the Amiga Collection. Okay, so what I want to actually look at is actually this detail here. They've got our Amiga cart coming up, and this part here that's actually quite interesting to me, it says from an as yet to be announced publisher. It's not going to be an Amiga collection as sorts, it's going to be an Amiga collection from a specific publisher. And that, I think to me, that can only mean that it's going to come from Team 17. That's the sort of hunch that I have, that we will probably see a Team 17 Amiga based collection. And that could mean the release of some games like Alien Breed, Quacks, and a few others. And what I'm going to do in this video is have a look at some of those games that we could possibly see on an Amiga collection that is from Team 17. Now, I could be completely wrong here, and I could be going down the wrong path completely, but I kind of have a hunch that this is the one that we'll probably see a specific Team 17 Amiga based collection. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the games that we could potentially see. Some of these are actually on the A500 Mini if you've ever seen that. So let's have a look now.
Destroy waves for power-ups. Select now for nice power-up. Collect credits for bonus weapons. Select now for
Player 1 requires first aid.
Dan versus Junior. Fight. How are you, boy?
Okay, so that's a selection of Team 17 games from Amiga. Could this be the collection we see on the Evercade? I mean, if we get a sort of Amiga collection, it's possible they could split this over 2 carts. There are quite a lot of Team 17 Amiga games out there. Some of these are actually on the 500 Mini and a couple are not, so it's interesting to see. I think this has got to be the most likely scenario to happen, given the fact that their license is probably limited to some of the stuff that's on the A500 Mini that retro games have got licensed. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts. Could this be the collection that we're going to see? Thanks for watching. Bye for now.